What up, JJ200? What up, Lil J Levert? That nigga's really about to go on about who first. I will let you have it. Even though I was. God, niggas. Anyways, man. Y'all got any topics y'all want to discuss? Hey, 3 likes. God, niggas. Petty. Nah, so I'm finna start off with now a kickoff topic. Now, other YouTubers, I don't care if there's barely anybody here or if people start coming through, but we're just gonna get started. So, a lot of YouTube channels are trending their thoughts. Hey, Ariana, they're trending their thoughts about PewDiePie saying nigger, like in a way of saying like what an asshole. Like basically he was trying to say that. What up, Blue Archer? Now, here's my thoughts. I know last time, I was in my zone just doing everything all at once when I was at the other house, so I couldn't really give my full thoughts on that. Looking back at the video, I saw the video where PewDiePie said, "What a fucking nigger." Like, for him to say "what a fucking nigger" and then realize he's still recording or streaming or whatever he was doing and then say sorry while he's on camera and shit, it made me look at PewDiePie different. And I could say this because I was a big fan of PewDiePie. And my thoughts on it, it's like, dog, number one, camera or not, don't ever fucking disrespect other people like that. Like, that's out of line. Apology, no apology, hey, you still disrespected at the end of the day. And facts, thank you. And this just goes to show you what I was talking about. And I'm not saying I was the only or first person to talk about this, but this just goes to show what I was talking about on my channel, where I said motherfuckers just be doing anything on camera now. And then off camera, they're like really different from how they are when they doing shit for y'all. Like they have a different personality off camera. And if that shit just happens to interfere with their workspace, they try to cover it up or do something else. And Now it's got everybody talking about it. And I'm just like, is this what it's come to now? Like, we just say shit out of context. We just do shit out of our characters just to get some attention now? Because if that's what it's come to, then I have no respect for all these other channels. What up, Anime Life Tunes? Bay said, fuck PewDiePie. But this is what I'm saying. It's like, this is what it's come down to now. This is what we do. We try to cover up when we realize we're on camera, but we know damn well off camera these are the type of people we are. And to be honest, this is why I'm like, yo, not for nothing, but a nigga, while he's still small on YouTube, gonna be live streaming often, because I want y'all to know that this is me actually saying this shit while y'all are watching. Like, not when you're like, just watching a random recorded video or pre-recorded. Like, it's actually live, so you can tell when somebody slips up or how somebody just does some shit for the fans or just for the cameras or shit like that. Like, I live stream often because of that, so that you and I can talk, you and I can chill, you and I can discuss shit. But that shit, I'm just like, dog, if you're gonna do shit just for the cameras, or you're gonna act like you don't be doing this shit all the time off camera, because I also seen, and not meaning to name drop other channels here, but this is kind of like a shout out, not really dragging people in. DMBENT reactions gave their reaction and thought about PewDiePie saying the word nigger, and Dante gave his thoughts on it. I'm like, I feel ya, because it's like, how could you just, like, What's up, Demon Killer Scorp? That's how Wall Vicky got famous, saying she is 20% black, and she said her grandpa is black, but he's white. But yeah, the PewDiePie shit, I feel like this shit was just for camera, like, like, it was for a camera grab. I agree. And I just figured I share my thought only because I want to start, like, covering topics now, whether they're big channels or local channels or even some of my peers and shit, people that I'm surrounded by as far as YouTube that I talk to that are YouTubers. Like, I'm going to be covering different topics, different news updates, all types of shit. I might even interview other YouTubers like once a week or stuff. Thank you, Demon. I said that too. I said this is how he's been all the time, but he realized that he was recording, and then the motherfucker said, "Oh, I'm sorry, y'all." And then he still wanted to be on his full apologetic shit, and I'm just like, but to be honest, because I didn't pay too much attention to PewDiePie at the time because I was focusing on my own shit, streams, reactions. Y'all already know. That's why I really didn't know this is what happened until I saw mad channels saying PewDiePie said the N-word. And even when people said it in the stream, when I was over at my wife's house, I didn't pay full attention. I paid some attention, but not full attention, only because my mind was everywhere, like, just focused on what I can and can't do. And now that I'm fully focused on covering topics and all types of shit, yeah, Raven, that's what I'm talking about. I'm just like, you could tell when somebody really meant what they said or when they slip out. Like, you waited a good 7 or 8 seconds to be like, sorry. And You said what you said proudly, bro. Like, come on, fam. Ain't no way in hell. Ain't no way in hell. Like, come on, fam. You could tell. This is why I do these streams mainly because I want y'all to see, like, if I'm ever talking about other channels or I'm talking about YouTube generally, I want y'all to understand, like, whether it's a live stream or a recorded video, you can tell when somebody meant what they said and did by how they did it. You can tell when somebody meant it or when it accidentally comes out. And you know, like, how can you recover from that? You ain't gonna be able to cover back from that. Yeah, he's an attention whore. But see, now if we're talking on because we just talked about from the fan side, and we talked about other YouTubers around here too. Because let's be honest, as YouTubers, we're also employees here. Like, if we're looking at it from a job/career perspective. What's up, Virgil? Too. Now, if we're looking at executive sides, we're looking at all. If we're looking at the executives, if we're looking at his analytics and shit, look at how far he's grown and come as far as subscribers. He just wasted all his work by revealing who he truly was. He just wasted everything that he was, which is being a gimmick. He wasted it. Am I wrong for saying that he wasted his character and broke character? Like, no. I'm telling y'all, he revealed himself. Nobody else had to expose PewDiePie. He did that by himself. And all we're doing is giving our fucking opinions and thoughts on what he did. Look, bro, you can tell when someone is negative or positive, and if you can't, you as lost as, and I can. Oh my goodness! But you are on to something though. I ain't even gonna lie. Now he's a racist asshole. Right. That, listen. Bottom line, because I wanna, and y'all feel free to put in other topics for us to talk, for me and y'all to talk about too. Y'all can comment topics we could talk about too. But bottom line, to end the talk about PewDiePie saying nigger, he's an example of what motherfuckers like me, motherfuckers like Demon Killer Scorp, and probably a couple other YouTube channels talk about when we say you can't trust some of these motherfuckers up here. You cannot trust a lot of these people up here. Majority of these people, you don't know what they really are. You don't know how they are in person. You don't know how they are on camera. You don't know what they do shit for. You don't know. You really don't know. And you can tell there's two types of YouTubers. There's YouTubers that struggle, scratch and claw, and do everything they gotta do. And then there's others who will stop at nothing just to get to the top. Stop at nothing. And hide a lot of their flaws to make the fans, which is mainly kids or teenagers, not a lot of adults, make them feel like he's a god or she's a goddess or they're flawless. Like, ain't nobody up here flawless. We all have flaws. Shut the fuck up. Oh. End of the day, he's a human being just like us. Exactly. We're all human beings. Exactly. Thank you for that. He said, bruh, thank you. That fuck they sub count. A lot of them shady. They wait till they hit certain numbers to thank their fans. I'm just like, you have to wait until you hit a big ass sub count mark to say thank you and how much you love your fans. Come on, yo, get the fuck out of here. Let me break down to you. Having a high amount of subscribers doesn't make you higher power. Okay? Having a higher channel, as far as people knowing you a lot from YouTube, it doesn't make you the higher up. It doesn't make you the highest class. Point blank. There are people that have less subscribers than me that I know are underrated as fuck and deserve to be higher. There are people I know who deserve to be higher. But, like me, they are rolling their way up. They're doing what they got to do. They're not trying to take the shortcuts and do clickbaits and all types of other shit. Exactly. It has nothing to do with intelligence, although intelligence does come with how you put your content out, how you produce. You know, how do you market and release? Nappy, exactly. Nappy, he's amazing figure, amazing human being. That's why I don't be trusting people that have 5 million plus subscribers unless I'm at that point in my career and I meet these people in person and I know them. You know why they don't catch on, Demon? Because it's a system. It's a system. Look, I'm going to tell you how it's a system. You can be the realest motherfucker alive just starting YouTube, right? You could have a big name anywhere, but because you don't have a big fan base or you're not doing these different crazy antics or reacting to the same trends that are top 10, they won't listen to you because they feel like, oh, yeah, he has a voice, but he's not really saying shit. Like, just because I'm at 4K, it don't mean I'm not like one of the most outspoken voices of the voiceless. Like, don't get it fucked up. I know what I'm talking about. And I know there's so many people up here who, out of nowhere, just like the term industry plant, when people talk about people who out of nowhere just blow up overnight or something to get mainstream, there's YouTube plants. There are YouTube plants. There are people who out of nowhere just blow up from a trend. Everybody's talking about them. And we don't even know for what. It's the most stupidest shit. It's the most stupidest shit. It's a system. I'm not going to walk around here and waltz around my big ass house pretending like it's a mansion in a $5,000 coat, which I could have got for a good $5 or $10 at the flea market, nigga. Like, I could just get it cheaper somewhere else. Why the fuck do I gotta overpay my money? Like, why do I have to pay so much money for something that ain't gonna last forever? You think I'm gonna wear these clothes, flossing, stunting on everybody, or have these houses or different cars just so when I die everything else is passed on to someone else? Like, no, I'm not gonna waste my bread like that. I'm gonna be wise and smart about my shit. The fucked up thing is those types of YouTubers are considered the main faces of YouTube. So when shit like that happens, everybody looks bad. But we look stupid because we're not like some of these channels who do fake reactions or decide to react to diss tracks because they want them views up. Even some of the people that I've looked up to started doing that shit. And I'm just like, come on, fam. You really following this shit? I'd rather you just share your thoughts, yes, but do you gotta react to every single one? Yeah, CM Punk, he's I react to diss tracks. The fact that I'm silent while looking at the laughing emoji next to it, it's like, ooh, awkward. Let me stop. Let me stop. Yeah, Ariana, I'm just like, really? Like, people want you to follow trends so bad. His attitude towards WWE. He didn't like how, because he didn't kiss the authorities' ass or suck up to the boss, he wasn't getting as far as people like Dwayne Johnson or maybe John Cena or maybe Stone Cold Steve Austin or many other people. I'm not saying Stone Cold kissed the authorities' ass. I'm saying, and I'm not saying anyone else did either. I'm saying these people who've gotten further and are considered big because they're on different interview segments on different shows or got these different roles in movies or they're stars as far as Hollywood now. He didn't get that far, and he worked, believe it or not, whether he sucks or he's good at wrestling, whether he sucks or not, he is one of those wrestlers who worked more hard than half the roster in the locker room. He worked hard as fuck. Like, he works hard. You can tell from his expressions on his face. He works hard at what he does. Immortal Technique is dope. I like his messages too. Yeah, exactly. That's what's but Demon, that's what's bringing me back to how that relates to YouTube and how we have what I I guess endorsed from the term industry plant, YouTube plants. Because out of nowhere, these motherfuckers just blow the fuck up. And when they do something stupid, everybody wants to do it. And it's like the fans, and no offense to anybody, hopefully nobody takes offense to this, but fans generally, they're kids and monkeys. Because it's a monkey see, monkey do type of mini game. A kid sees something, they do it. A monkey does something, they're going to do it. What's up, CJ? That's dope, Virgil. Good point. Yeah. See, JJ, even that, like, yo, with Joe Weller and KSI, why do I care to know about Joe Weller and KSI's little versus thing going on? Like, give a shit about that. What fans need to understand too is that as YouTubers, even when we're being real up here, because you can tell when people are being truthful up here, at least a good 95% of the content we produce up here is strictly entertainment or whatever genre is up here. It's for entertainment purposes. When you see people having their little drama tube moment or bromance moment up here, you can see that it's entertaining the fuck out of y'all because y'all are reacting to these shits like, yo, this man is ripping him apart, he's eating him alive, or nah, he took a L. And I'm just like, as an entertainer, I can see when shit goes down, you know? Exactly, CJ. And that's the other reason I kept trying to drive people from knowing me for just SML reactions, because I do more. I don't want you to think that all I'm gonna ever be known for is SML reactions. Like when you see me, don't let the first thing on your mind be, oh, he's that dude who does SML reactions. Because I get that a lot. When people are new to the channel or whatever, they be like, I saw your SML reactions and shit. I'm like, but what about my other videos? What about my other content? You know, don't just look at one thing and then all of a sudden decide you're a big fan of me. Like, look at everything I have on my resume. Look at my bio. Look at my character up here. Let's see. Let's see. Yeah, Virgil, I agree. Yeah, they use it to their advantages. I'm not gonna lie, they're kind of smart for it, but it's kind of wrong too, because it's like that could work both ways, you know? It could work both ways. Like, what would happen after? Demon, that's all the more reason why I've been on some shit where I'm like, you know, why don't I just have some YouTubers help me create something on YouTube called YouTube X? And no, we're not talking about a XXX Tentacion version of YouTube. We're talking about uh Malcolm X, also influential people related segments where we're speaking like based off of letting people know and raising awareness of different things that we do up here. And you know, just like have a message. Like let one side of YouTube at least be the side where you know it's real. You know it ain't something that you gotta put that extra makeup on for, or have somebody make sure like your fashion is on point, or what you say is according to the script and how you dialogue. Like, no, we can freely subject ourselves to how we want to speak and what we want to do. No, they didn't make Dante do that. Dante chose to do that. CJ. Dante chose to do that. Fuck yeah, we can do a podcast for it. I have experience with Reactor Radio. When I can come back, I could do that. I'm down for that. Alright. So far, it's me and Demon Killer Scorp on board for YouTube X. YTX. I'm down for it. He said, oh, my bad. Nah, you good, bro. You good. He said, I'm going to watch Pornhub instead. What exactly is YouTube X? Well, YouTube X. And that's why I had the whole 2017 YouTube X freshman thing as a little kickstart. Just to test it out. Where we're using a spinoff of Double XL, but we're speaking out to like show you what's real and not what's scripted. Like I wanna make it where when you look at my channel or you look at anyone else associated with this new YouTube X thing that I want to start, you'll look at real and then you'll look at reality. And reality, for those of you who don't know the difference between real and reality, reality is when you have to live a life through a camera. Real is when you could live your life off camera and still be real on camera. Definitely, DKS. Definitely, definitely. Because stuff like this, it deserves to be a trend. It deserves to like be out there. Like it's like if no one else is gonna try to trend stuff like this by themselves or with us, then fuck it, we'll just trend it ourselves. Like we'll get ourselves up there and make sure we're heard. Like we're not going to just let someone else get away with the mediocre bullshit that they're putting out there. And that's why I was like, yo, it won't be just like YouTube X Freshman, because YouTube X Freshman, I use that specifically for people who want to like not just rap either. You could sing, you could spit a little poetry, do whatever, like anything you feel like you want to share musically to people, you can share it from your spirit to theirs and actually let them feel where you're coming from and let them know what's exactly going on. Because YouTube, love it to death, no matter how it makes me feel. But we have to be able to do something about it and not just talk about it. You know, like not just talk about the problems that we have with some of these guidelines and shit or these other channels. We should be able to do something about it as our way of telling our opinions about it. It's gonna be huge, CJ. It's gonna be huge. It's brought a great idea to my attention, and I'm highly considering it. I'm saying, yo, I definitely want to do this with a team. That's why I'm like, yo, I don't want to just do this shit by myself. I want to do this with people who are in the same boat as me that actually want this shit to happen. Because it wouldn't just be our channels that are trending or blowing up. It'll be YouTube X generally that's blowing up. Because now it's going to be where if y'all want to go for that fun, mediocre bullshit just because you're bored, then y'all could go to the reality side of YouTube. If y'all want the real side of YouTube, or you want to know what's actually truth and what's going on, you go to YouTube X, which is going to be our little podcasting type shits and all other shits. It's going to be more than just one thing. Like, we're going to make this a huge network through YouTube. Because you'll be told a lot of YouTubers causing stupid trends and then the fans follow the trends. YouTube X could bring a change. Trust me, DKS, it will bring a change. It will. Because if you're down, so far, it's me and you. We definitely need more people on board so that we can all share ideas to what else we could do besides, like, because the main thing we would be starting off with also is, like, the podcast, like you said, because that'll be a good thing to do. And we could come up with different things, because it's like, yo, this would be our big, thing. Like, this would be something everybody could be a part of, not just channels. It could be something for, like, something for the fans so that they can realize there's more to just having your little reality beefs on YouTube. Like, there's way more grounds than that. Like, I'd rather touch the sky than to keep touching the ground. He said, fuck that, I'm sharing this stream in the Sav Side Council. Definitely. He said, you just noticed I was here? Oh.
Hey.
What's up?
Why? I'll carry this first.
Let me get that pizza.
No, you just
I'm just saying.
get the book bag.
I'm just saying, like, I could carry that for you because I know you gonna drop it because it's hot. I'm trying to steal pizza. But yeah, man, this is legacy. Right. What else can we talk about up here? All right, CJ. Thank you for it, man. Thank you for being here. Oh, okay, Virgil. I'll be tuned in. I'll be tuned in today. If not, I'll be tuned in as soon as you upload. Blessings. Alright, Blue Archer. Alright, alright. Yup, hashtag YTX. I'm about to. I think we should cover one more topic and then I'm gonna get off. Only necessarily because I don't want my phone to die on y'all. Whew. Yeah. Alright. Hold on, y'all. Hold on. Alright. Anybody here still? Anybody here? I bet about that. Had to get some pizza. Hey, Ariana. JJ. Alright, one more topic we should cover. What topic should we cover? Alright, Demon, thank you, man. The drama of YouTube. Alright, what specifically on the drama of YouTube? Like, what drama on YouTube? JJ, we already covered PewDiePie. We're not going back to that. How about people causing needs when there no need to be? LOL. Okay, cool. We can talk about that. Give an example. Note, too, as a disclaimer, you don't have to name drop either when I say give an example. It's up to you if you want to, but you don't have to. You know, I don't want anybody to feel like they should name drop people. I feel like YouTube channels on YouTube are getting sensitive now. Like, say one little thing out of a bunch of disrespectful ish. My mom home, so I can't really curse. Out of many disrespectful ish that was said in their comments of their videos, say one little thing of them on Twitter or something, they flip. They flip. I'm just like, yo, y'all are sensitive, man. That motherfucker ass over, I know, right? They're sensitive, man. Like, I know he sometimes does this for entertainment purposes, but Flight reacts, he's sensitive. And I guarantee you, if he was reacting to any part of this stream when I said that, he'd flip and have a reaction, rant, and thoughts video. He's sensitive. Say one thing about his basketball skills being bad, he flips. Even on Soluminati, when Soluminati puts out something and it has to do with Flight, Flight has something to say. Or he has a lot to scream. Out of every YouTuber that plays basketball, this is just my opinion. This isn't me trying to throw shade purposely. Out of every basketball YouTuber, Flight is the Kanye West of basketball YouTubers. He rants so much. Like, dude, just do something. Stop complaining. Like, is it hard to just keep your mouth shut and do something? Well, some people are overreactive, but there's a flip side, though. So people shouldn't talk about people they don't really know. That causes problems, too. I was never a fan of Flight anyway. Right, that's why I made sure I did my research, I did my homework, and studied. And I'm not talking about videos either. But I studied Flight so that I could make sure I know who I'm talking about before I just start talking. Because you're right, when you talk about people you don't know, they're strangers to you or you're strangers to them. So it looks like you're just up here trying to cause shit. Like, not you specifically. I'm talking about as far as generally. But that's why I make sure when I talk about people, I do my homework. I make sure I have my homework prepared, finished, everything. So that when I'm speaking on somebody, I'm speaking on based off what I know and not what I just see. Because you have a point. Like, there's a difference between seeing and knowing. And a lot of people just see Flight. They don't really know Flight. Like, as far as his good agenda, he has more pros than cons, believe it or not. He has way more pros than cons. I just think the way he addresses his issues, and I've worked on this recently. I'm getting better with my part on this part when I say this, but the way he addresses issues or the way he addresses his opinions when he gets mad, it should be more organized so people don't take it the wrong way. Because he gets way more likes than dislikes on his videos, but majority of the comments, they're just throwing hella shade and trying to just defame him when they don't know shit about him. Like, you don't know what this man had to go through to get from whatever the start of his issues were to 1 million subscribers. You don't know how hard this man had to work. Definitely, DKS, definitely. That's what I'm saying. Like, people people just need to do their homework, you know? Like, people need to really know something before they just talk about what they see. Cause there's clout chasers up here too. But we can talk about clout chasers next topic stream. But I'm gonna get off because I'm about to eat this pizza, and I'm also about to freaking let my phone charge. But DKS, I'll probably be hitting up you and probably either hit up other people I know as far as Savs or wait for Savs from Sav Councils hit me up as far as the YouTube X idea, because I feel like we tackled this project, we tackled this idea, and it'll be endless. You know, we want to make sure we leave a legacy behind with not just our careers but the lives of all of us. But yeah, I'll definitely keep in touch about it too. All right, definitely DKS, definitely. All right, deuces everybody.